Hey there, in this video I'm going to show you how to tie a guy line for a tent. So if you're not familiar with what guy line means, it's basically just the ropes that go off of your tent or your rain fly and into the ground for a stake. And so there's two different ways to do this. You can either use, if your tent has them already, a lot of tents come with these little tiny plastic pieces on the end of an existing rope. And so you can either use that, or you can just use a regular line without any plastic pieces on it. In both cases, you're going to need to know at least one knot, and if you don't have the plastic piece and you're just doing it with a regular rope, you need to know 2 knots. And I'm going to show you both methods in this video. We're going to zoom into my hands so you can see exactly what we're doing, and yeah, we'll go from there. Let's get started. Okay, so I got this loop here on my rain fly for my tent, and this is what I'm going to tie my guy line off to. And so I mentioned that there's 2 different methods for tying a guy line, and both of the methods are actually going to do this part the same. So in both cases, whether I have the plastic slider on the end of my rope or if I'm just using a regular old rope, I'm going to tie a bowline knot on the loop off of my tent's rain fly. Okay, and so I'm going to show you how to do that here. So you take your rope, pass it through the loop like so, and then I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to put a loop in the line such that the long end of the rope is coming down over the top of the other side of the rope. Okay, so I have a loop here. Then I'm going to take the short end of my rope. I'm going to stick it down the hole like so, and then with this I'm going to pass it over the long end of my rope and then back up through the hole and then pull tight. So that's a bowline knot right there, okay? Let me do that one more time for you so you can see it really clearly. Okay, so I'm gonna make a loop, like so. I'm gonna go down the loop, like so, and then go over this part, and then up through the hole, and then pull tight. And that's what a finished bowline looks like there. Hopefully you can see that all well. If not, I actually have a separate video that goes into really good detail on how to tie a bowline knot, so I'll link to that in this video description as well, so you can check that out if you need more info there. And now we're going to go to the end where we're going to put our stake, and then you can see how to either use the slider or what knot you're going to put on the end that has the stake. All right, now we're at the other end. I've got my stake in the ground already. You can see it right there. And I'm going to show you first how to tie this off with a knot that you can tie yourself. And then after that, I'm going to show you how to attach it with the built-in plastic slider that a lot of tents come with these days. So first, the knot. In order to do this, you want to use a knot that has that's adjustable, right? So that you can create tension in the line and pull the side of your tent out a little bit, making it nice and tight. And the perfect knot to use for this, in my opinion, is the taut line hitch. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to tie that now. So basically, you're going to be creating 3 loops total, 2 loops closer to the stake here, and then 1 loop closer to the tent. So 1 loop, and there's your 2nd loop, and then I'm going to make my 3rd loop on the outside, and to complete it, I'll take the end of my rope and I'll stick it through like that, and then pull everything tight. All right, and that is a taut line hitch. If you have not tied a taut line hitch before, or you want to learn more about it, I actually have a video that goes into more detail on this knot as well, and I'll put that in the link in the description of this video so that you can check it out and get a more detailed tutorial if you need it. And then once you've got it tied, basically all you have to do is to create tension in the line by holding onto the knot with one hand and then pulling rope through the knot in the other hand, and then the friction created by the knot will kind of hold it into place. So I've pulled it tight there, and then you can see like the line that I made is much tighter now. All right, so that's basically how you do it for the taut line hitch. And then if you want to do it with the plastic slider piece, I'll show you how to do that too, okay? So if you just got a new tent or you're kind of new to tent camping, it might actually come like this. Like the first time you see it, it might just look like this. But in order to actually use it, what you need to do is you need to go to this loop here that's between the end of the plastic piece where it's tied off and the middle hole here. They usually have 3 holes like this. And so you go to this loop and then you pull through some of this line so that you have a loop, okay? And then you just hook that around your stake, and then from that point on, it essentially works as a replacement for the taut line hitch, and you can just pull rope through it to create tension in your line, okay? So there, I put tension in it, now much tighter, and that's really all there is to it. So that's how you tie a guy line for a tent. And if you found this helpful, then I encourage you to give us a like on the video. That'd be great. That helps out our channel. And also, if you like camping and the outdoors and things like that, then I invite you to subscribe to our channel. We post new videos and tutorials and observations, tips, that type of thing about camping and the outdoors every week. So we'd love to have you come back and join us for another one. That's all for now. Bye, guys.